Good morning and welcome to a very cold but a very beautiful winter's morning. Today we're up in Glen Mark and we're having a little walk out to a place called the Queen's Well. So I hope you'll come along and join us. I've got a new toy to play with today. We've got a new drone to try out, so we'll try and get some footage with that as well. Leave some comments, tell me what you think about the footage of the drone. And yeah, hopefully we'll have quite a nice walk. We'll get the stove on, we'll get a brew on, have a bite to eat, and it should be a cracking day. So come along with us. So, although we're only going to the Queen's Well today, this route also takes you to one of Scotland's Munros, which is a hill over 3,000 feet, and it's called Mount Keene, but we're not going that far today. So with all the rain we've had in the last week, it's a bit deeper than it normally is. We've done this walk before and it was just a straight walk across pretty much, but it's pretty deep in the middle, so we'll need to try and get some way to get over this. Okay, so found a submerged stone. We're going to try and use that to step over to the other side. It's about halfway through the deep end. If I get swept away and somebody finds his camera, you know what's happened. We're over and dry feet. The wonders of waterproof boots. Right, let's crack on then. So we've come to a bit of a crossroads. We've just come from that direction, walking towards my back. We've got a bit of a split in the road here. So we're going to end up going down this road. This takes us to the Queen's Well. But on the return journey, we're going to head down this way, and that takes us over a bridge and down a slightly different track to head back, which takes us towards Invermark Castle, which we'll hopefully get some shots of. Okay. It's quite deep in there at the moment. Probably deep enough to have a nice swim, but in these temperatures it's around freezing air temperature today. So the water temperature will probably be about 3 degrees maybe. I don't fancy having a wee dip in that today. Maybe in the summertime. Well, that's just reached the Queen's Well. We've got the stove on. Gonna have some chicken soup and some sandwiches, and then start heading back. Got a slightly different route to go back, and that should take us past Mark Castle, and hopefully we get some shots of that as well. So the sun is still out, but it's now dropped behind the hills, so I'm not quite sure how much light we'll have on the way back, but we'll wait and see. So we're going to have a look around the Queen's Well. It's covering a natural spring, and I'll write up a bit about why it's called the Queen's Well, but we'll have a look at it. And that's the natural spring just there, bubbling up. See in there, you can see all the bubbles coming up. And that then feeds off just down there. So this is where we're stopping today before we turn back. But if you continued on, if you headed up this way, there's a track that leads up there, and then way at the back of there you've got Mount Keene, one of the Munros, and that's how you get to that. But quite a stunning spot. I've also noticed, if you can just see it through the trees, there's actually a house there. Now, I don't know if anybody lives there, but what a spot to live in, eh? See, the sun just disappeared behind those hills there, and you can actually feel the temperature start to drop. Still quite a lot of frost on the ground, so it is getting a bit colder now. But we're just going to finish up our brew and then start to head back. So that's us had our sandwich and our brew up, and we're just heading back now. As you can see, the light's quite a bit darker than it was when we came up here, and you can certainly feel the temperature start to drop now. But still blue skies, and it's still dry, and no midges, which is always a bonus for Scotland. So this is at the split in the path. This is the path we came down when we started the walk, but on the return leg we're going to take this path over the bridge and down the other side of the river. The bridge is looking a bit slippy. It's obviously not had any sun today with where it sits. and we're heading off that way. That's us just about back at the car now. It's been a fantastic walk. Weather has been amazing. Bit cold, but if you've got the right gear, it's not a problem. So yeah, nice wee walk up to the Queen's Well. Some fantastic views of the castle with the sun behind it on the way back as well. So hopefully that's all going to turn out nicely for the video, and you'll get to view it all. So we're just crossing the River Mark at the moment. I'll just show you that. Looks like somebody's been playing poo sticks with a tree. This shows you the power of the water sometimes in the storms we've had up here this year. Been an interesting job removing that. Anyway folks, that's us just about back at the car. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for the next video coming up soon, where we're going back even further in time, to the time of the Picts. See you all soon.